Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again. So today it's going to be, I thought some, not all the time you need to do bigger size, so some miniature ones, you get satisfaction just completing that particular painting in a short duration. So this is the stretched canvas that I'm using. I didn't buy it, I made many of those. I have many of them actually, I sell many of them, I've sold many of them. So this is the one I bought, this double primed canvas, and then I made my own frames, and then I used the staple gun to staple it. So that's what I have, a sketch of that rose which you have on as thumbnail. So before starting the painting, uh, if you are visiting for the first time, if you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing. It helps me a lot. And if you like videos, please also hit that like button as well. Don't forget that. That actually encourages me, and as well as motivates me. Plus, at any point of time, please do leave your comments. So that way actually helps YouTube algorithm for the search. So for today's painting, it's very simple painting. I've taken smaller one. You can actually go larger. It depends upon what size you need. A sketch of that yellow rose is very simple, because rose can be it can get very complicated when it comes to painting a rose when it is entirely open. You can see some of the different kinds of roses that I've painted on my site. You can actually go through those videos as well. There are many, at least three or four are there. Different ones are there, different blending, acrylic and watercolor, both of them are there. You can actually go through different flowers are there, not only that, but this is not one of the easiest one, but this flower is what I might say is that easier, because it's not entirely open. I'm not concentrating on all the petals, just one petal. Main thing is one color, one shadow, so that should be more than enough. So any beginner can paint this. It's not that difficult. Otherwise I would have mentioned that you need at least a little bit of practice. So for this painting, I have this sketch. These are three paints: titanium white, cadmium yellow. I'm using all Winsor Newton paints, and the other one is gold ochre. I thought of using quinacridone gold, but as you see, it's transparent. I'm not going to use that. This is opaque, so I'm planning to use this, but let's see, as part of a shadow. If not, let me just grab the color wheel. So let's just look at the color wheel. When it comes, I'll explain that actually what we are planning to do. So apart from that, I have one bigger filbert, small filbert brush, and although I have other blending brush, but I don't think this is a good idea. But I will see whether if I can use this. This is animal hair, so one round brush. I don't think I need a liner brush, so that should be more than enough. Then I have a container of water, some cloth or paper towel. Then let's get started. So what we'll do is, if you have this, drawing is very easy. You actually don't need a sketch. If you really need a sketch, then I am actually going to put that sketch on my website, but not today. If not, you just there are only 4 or 5 petals that you can see. So based on that, we'll try to do rose ones. So the first petal underneath, and then on top, so just like the way we apply layers. So I'm going to go with the smaller filbert brush, and then I'll go with the bigger filbert brush for the outer one. If you plan to use flat brush, might be difficult. Most of the time flowers, you might have seen many, what happens is you might not get that. See, you will get that corner here instead of that. You will see that many painters who are paint flowers a lot, different applications, but at least filbert is actually better. So let's get started. For the shadow one, I thought this should be the one color. If not, there are 2 3 different ways of thinking about that. So for the shadow color, I need to, if I put just one yellow color, then you will not be able to differentiate petals. So the main thing is the shadow. We have yellow here, yellow, yeah, yellow. opposite to yellow is violet because red and blue is here, so mixed with this violet. So if I mix little bit of violet, so I have two types of violets here. Usually this is the most used. Dioxazine purple, this is transparent again, but when you add this, remember this is made up of, if it is red and blue, and then I mix too much of these two to yellow, this will turn brown. So you don't want brown, you want a little bit darker in value. So that's the main intention. Otherwise, Perylene Violet, again, Winsor Newton. I have this, as you can see, I have not used it for a long time. Many times, sometimes I use this is again transparent. We can try this out if anything. If this gold ochre doesn't work, then we can try it out. So, but I'm just going for complementary colors. Violet, I'm not using. I'm using this. If this doesn't work, or if you need a little bit darker in value, we'll add one of this. Right. So that's the theory part, because you need to know what to paint, because you won't be able to differentiate between petals. Okay, so let's start with the top one here. This cadmium yellow is uh, I might not even use blending tool, because if you're you have to see exactly how is your brush. When I say brush, is brush bristles are softer or not, because if it is not soft, then what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of this excess water. I don't want water in the brush, so just a bit. Then this shadow side, I'm going to go with the shadow side. While it is wet, we will try to put that. Remember, this is acrylic, I can fix this sooner. If it is oil, maybe I need to do a little bit of different. See, I am blending with the brush then and there itself. I might not use the bigger. That's what it is. So as you can see, that's a light. So I think it works. We will actually stick to this itself. Let's again petal by petal. If it is oil painting, I would have painted wherever yellow is there, because it doesn't dry. So cadmium yellow is pure opaque. These are small ones here actually, very small petals. We'll try that and try that one too. What I'll do is, for that reason, I'm going to take this round brush and use this. Let's see if I can blend it with this. I need to make sure that, where does it this comes somewhere here. Okay, and then that comes somewhere there. There's water in this. So in this, you have to remember light is from right side. I'll wash this brush because there's too much paint. I'll blend it with what I have here. Make sure contour of the petal, not horizontal, it's vertical. So if something goes wrong, you know exactly. It won't look awkward. So I'm going to go a little bit darker with this inside leaf, because light is not much of touching here. So blend this. Main thing is make sure that you blend it. Anything white here, we'll put that with white. I have white, it should not dry. Okay, so then the next one, I'm going to use this round brush itself, because there are small petals here. This folds that side, so I am going to go with that, right? And then also here I need to make sure differentiate between petals. So let's just try that. And there is this one, actually I need to put that here, so we'll come back to that. Again, this side it won't reach light, so I am going to go with, now I need to show this is folded. So let's concentrate on that. There is water in that. Okay, right here I'm going to take a little bit of that, and also let's take So I need to differentiate that, but what first we'll blend it. Let's blend this. Wash my brush. These two petals are supposed to be together. Okay, little bit here, right? Okay, now we'll blend this part, but there is I will wipe the brush off so I can actually get that smooth blend. Okay, so now what happened is here I can see that I don't see this. I need to make sure that I put a line here that will show that it's actually bent, otherwise this side. So we'll try that a little bit. So then I will increase a little bit of here. I'm going to use this time a little bit white just to get that contrast going here. There, so that folded one is there, and little bit will also blend this. If you want, we can actually play with little bit of brighter color later. So I know that those two are there. I feel that I need to put a little bit here, right? Okay, so I think should be enough. Again, same thing goes with this time. I'm going to use this brush, and so this is on the shadow side. So I'm thinking this should actually have just this color. Let me just put that. Okay, this side is shadow side. I'm going to put that a little bit on until top. I'm not going to keep that too bright because I need to show that this is on the shadow side. I'll blend that, right? Blend that. Okay, yeah, that's more than enough. I think I can drag this a little bit here. Okay, it is going to dry darker anyway, so you have to be very careful with that. So next we have done enough for that. Here is the main thing. So underneath petal which goes till here. So this is where I need white. So we will put that white just a minute. Okay. So apply this. This cadmium yellow is opaque, so I like that color, and we'll blend. This one is fairly a new brush. Mm, okay, that's where it goes. Right. Then here is the paint. Doesn't have to be a smooth curve, but we can actually fix it when we paint the other petal. Again, we will blend there. We'll blend this again. Blend this. If you feel that it's too dark, what I'll do is I'll just take a little bit yellow again, blend it on top of that, so you will know that I can actually reduce the value of that color itself. So I'll blend this. It's a smooth brush actually, very smooth brush. Okay, so I am trying to blend. Now I'll wash this again, light touches here. So for that reason, what I'm going to do here is I'll take white and I'll also take a little bit of yellow. It's bright yellow, not pure white. I can put white, so this is where I will actually get that edge there, or otherwise you can wait until that dries. Because I am trying to make sure that the petal is just so. Again, contour of the petal. We'll go there. Leave it like that because here somewhere I need to manage a little bit of darkness. We will wait for that to dry. Then only I will actually play with that. Again, let's go back to this and again this. Right. And this time I'm going to put that here, and this side is little bit of, this is folded again. Let me turn this a little bit. I have to put shadow there, and then I have to put shadow on that other side a little bit. Right. Okay, filbert brush works very well for this. So let's take the same brush, little bit, not too much again. Okay, and also a little bit inside here. Okay, so here is that. We will increase little bit contrast for all of them anyways. This doesn't have to be that dark, so I'm going to apply a little bit of yellow with that. Go with the contour, so even if there are lines, I'll be able to see exactly what I've done. Alright, so now I'm going to use this my small round brush, and wherever I need to put contrast doesn't mean I'm going to put too much of dark color. It's the same color I'm going to use there a little bit. Right? Again here I need to show that petal differentiation here. Yeah. Need to show again petal differentiation here. There are two petals. Need to show that again here. Right? One more place where I can't see the hard edge of this. This is where, because if it is yellow, just if I leave it yellow, I don't think you'll be able to differentiate between all of that. So you need that darker value. Like I said, I have given you enough idea what to use. It doesn't have to be exactly gold ochre. Not everyone will have that. So keep that in mind. Yellow ochre you can try, a possibility. That is a possibility. So here I'm going to increase a little bit of contrast here with that blending here itself. So that will actually give depth to that painting. I think, and I think I can actually increase a little bit here too. So this is canvas cloth, so it's still wet. I can still play around with blending here. As far as you can see, I'm not actually struggling too much. See, even if I put these lines, that's a contour, so that will show it better anyways. I think I'm good enough, but I feel that I need to put some white here too. I think just to get that punch of color, right? Just to get that punch of that color here a little bit. That time it was a little bit wet. I can actually get that bright now if I really want it. Right. Where else? I'm also looking into my own videos, so I know exactly what it looks like. Otherwise, you need to hold your painting at an arm's length, so you will know exactly. This actually gets some white here, so we'll put some background. I think. I cannot differentiate between these two. I think. Um, I think here is already white is there, but can't see that. Okay, let's just do a little bit of again darker background here, just show that I'm showing that it is actually folded. Right, right. I think I've got it right. I think so. Let's increase a little bit contrast here too on that part and just pull it across. So it is just but it's acrylic, so it's going to tighten. So I think should be good. Here is what I feel that I can't see is this. That is now what is happening is this white is competing with that. This doesn't look bright. So we will play around with that. I think the flower part is done. So what we'll do here is I am going to take a little bit of again cadmium yellow and hooker's green. That's the green I have. You can take it's common green actually. If you have in your palette just green, take any green. But only thing is you have to remember this in this case my hooker's green is transparent. So keep that in mind. Let's use this round brush itself. I think somewhere we missed it here. Wait a minute. Somewhere inside here that part is missing because yeah, there. Okay. And also we missed something else too. Okay, that's good. So we will try to fix it now. Light is from that side, so anyways it touches a little bit. Again, this side is actually going to be darker here anyways. It's totally under and the shadow, where is it? Okay, yeah, take that. I will add that to that straight because this is totally under shadow, so I will not. I can show petals here too if I wish, but I can actually add more dark to that. When we do the green, we'll add those ones. Okay, so then light is from right side, so I'm actually going to mix a little bit of color screen with that just to get light a little bit more. Okay, let's see wherever it comes. We will start from the bottom, right there. Light is from right side, remember. if anything, when we paint outside, if anything goes wrong, then we can actually fix that. Don't worry about it. Okay, in same fashion, so I'm going to apply that hooker screen here and blend it. I'm going to go a little bit. Okay, blend this here itself with the same brush. As you can see, I didn't use blender brush, so it should be okay. Right, I think should be good enough. If I really need a punch of yellow, I can just go one time, a light there. Right, okay. Next, just a drop of water. Okay, I think it should be good. And now is the time. This side is dark, so I'm actually going to go with a little bit of half of this, because light, it gets light on that part, and then the darker part is also there. You don't have to blend it, if you ask me. That's it. That's where it is. We'll leave it there. We'll just paint wherever it is actually light. Actually, it's more light here. Let me add some white to this, because light touches here. There is a little bit dark. So the background, right? Okay, okay. So let's go back to black, darker green, straight over screen, just to get that all the thing which is inside. That is what is inside, and we'll blend this while it is. We need to come back with the. I need to add a dark of water. Okay. So then here is dark because it won't touch the light. Uh-huh. How's it going? Mm-hmm.
You said drop of water, not drop of.
Hey, how do you listen?
He said drop of water, not drop.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, this is the back side, but I need to differentiate between those two. I will do that right now. The edge, 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 and then again put some edge there. That's like it is getting there. Okay. Again, some light gets through that.
Nobody's watching.
Mm,
Nobody's watching.
so okay. Not from the mobile. Zoom back on. just a drop of water doesn't move. This is from the folded one, so I can actually, yes, this is darker anyways. And here, this is where I was saying we can actually put some dark here too, just with the green. Okay, so now this side is a darker again. I'm going to go with this dark, straight dark. We'll just mix and match. I think that's what we need to do. There. Although there is not dark because I am planning there. Just I will leave it like that. I don't want to touch it. Uh, Again here. If you want, you can actually use liner brush here, but I'm okay with this. There. Then the next one is no. This time actually, if I'm going to use a little bit lighter, I won't be doing that. No, I need a drop of water. Okay, there's one more here which comes from top and it goes there and there. Okay, let's make that little bit darker too. When we start putting all these darks around, you get to see that flower is a little bit brighter. I think that's what it is. Okay. Then there is one more here, that side. There's one more here. Little bit light there. I need to put that. Then after that, here somewhere is there. So I am going to put intentionally something like that. Although there is one, just to make sure that this edge is seen. Okay. That's all. This is what I've done so far. I think if I really need some light here, I am going to take this and light comes from there. There. The light from there to there. Right? And then I can actually take this a little bit brighter than the other one. Anyone is fine. So I can differentiate between both that and okay. I think we have done a good job so far. So now I think let's put that here a little bit, right? So that's a flower, not bad. If at any point of time, if I really needed, I can actually take this, something like that. It's not white enough. That is what is folded there. So I will know exactly, right? Okay, and then anywhere that brightness I need to bring, and bring that now itself. That darkness is there, right? There. That light is there. That is there. Then here folding, if I really want, I can put some folding there, right? And I can put that, right? So then a little bit of that light later, because okay. So now you have an idea. Okay, this is where I'm going to stop. Now is the main thing. So I can leave it at this. I'm going to complete this anyways. So if I take my color wheel, I have yellow and green, which is green and yellow, green and yellow. So now if I see background, actually for this, the background best is actually black, because then this will pop up and because of the contrast. If not, green and yellow dominant here. If I take triad as a triangle, so if I take triad, let's take triad here, here. That is the triad. Triad actually bigger triangle or smaller triangle. Let's just go with yellow and orange, right? Yellow and green, sorry. Yellow and green, yeah. You can see the triangle, there is yellow and there is green. So if I see violet, red, violet, so that's what. So you can actually put background red, violet, so that complements the triad, or otherwise if you just want to go with black, so you can go with black, but during that time you have to keep in mind, that's the reason what I did is I tried to put some of them are lighter, because the value of the black and what we are going to put here, if both of them are same, that value of green and black, then I won't be able to see the mainly these leaves. So what we'll do is we'll go with black. Let's just see. I can actually leave it at this, but I think I am going with black. Just a minute. Let me just take black. I did not. I had. I did not take that black here. I can access it. I think I can use this. I am going to just take full dollop of black here. That's the last color I'm going to apply. I don't know, maybe that's too much or not too much, but we'll see. I'm going to use two brushes, whatever we had, because the ones inside we need. Okay, let's just start with black. So black is good usually. If not, like I showed you, you can actually put red, but red violet. Red is also good background, in my opinion. So you can try any one of them. The other option is you can take a photo, go into the Photoshop, put that background, see how it actually looks. That's the best option. So let's start from the top, so that I'm not actually spoiling anything. I could have painted this on black canvas, but no, I prefer not to, because the brightness of the flower I will not get on white canvas what I am supposed to get. So we'll go part by part. Make sure if you're not comfortable, use a liner brush. This comes to a point, so that's why I'm going ahead with that. So once you paint that much, this is acrylic, so it's not watercolor, that this can be done later. So first let's bring this to a point. This is optional, but I would prefer that to be. Anyhow, another thing you have to remember is that this painting is actually going to go on my website. It will be, if you really need this as a gift, this comes with an easel, a small easel, so you can buy it there. Remember, that's what I mentioned actually. If something goes wrong with the edge of not the petals, at least the leaves under, then we can actually fix them. So let's just try that part here. See, this is what I was talking about. If this black eh, and the green actually has the same value, that's the reason I didn't want to put same value, same darkness. I won't be able to differentiate between green. If we feel that if green is similar to what we have put black, then we need to go back and put another layer somewhere. We need to make it lighter, so keep that in mind. This is where I said we can actually fix these sharp ones. See that how sharp you can get with that. Again, depends on brush and how you use it. The black I am using is not from Winsor Newton. You have to remember that again, because this black is a fabric color. In India, it's available as like this, fabrica. That's what I have, ivory black, but I don't want to use it because this becomes this will be on fabric, and on top of that, as you can see, that will be waterproof as well. So that's just mainly whenever I'm painting black, this is what I use. I'll just do this. Right, I'm going to go with the edges first, and then after that I'll take my brush and then bigger brush there. Be patient with this. So this is what again I was saying. If this was dark, same as the other one, then I won't be able to put that. So I think I should be able to paint this fairly black with my brush. That's good enough. The edges will paint because I want this to not like I said, black canvas. You can paint this on black canvas, but you will not get the brightness of the flower white. This is, you might feel that it's too much work, but although it is, you can use you on the black canvas, you can actually use first little bit of sketch with white, and then go again. I think one coat should be enough. I'll just try to blend it. Even if you leave some marks with the black, that's okay. It just also will paint. So for now, because I need that for holding, go back to my small brush again. Again, we will paint. This is where I was saying, because I'm not able to see that edge, right? So that's the reason. You will see once I apply that black, there's a very big difference between that edge before and after. I have done paintings on black as well, but then you have to be careful. Mainly I've done with acrylic, even oil paints. See, when I apply that black, you get to see the brightness of those green color, right? There it is. One more here, edge. You can see edge is not clear, so this is where I'm going to fix it. Okay, the last part. Here again, edge is not good. I remember actually I took it too much outside. This is where I can actually bend this little bit, right? That's what I wanted. This to go inside and bend. Yes, you can see that here the difference between that is okay, fine. I am okay with that. That's what I was talking about. The value, if it is same, you won't be able to see, but actually if it is in dark with black background, the other side actually should be a lost edge. That's one of the things that many of the artists use when it is still life. I'm going to use that entire black anyways. It will not be a waste because I need that on the edges too, and then that will be done. So I didn't want to leave it half, so like I said, you can actually leave that half, just not trying to drag this video longer, but just trying to show that my approach is something like that. And I've also given other colors that you can actually use if you really want it. Right now, remember I said if I put the darker outside, you can put darker violet again, like I said. This side, and take this, that side, yes. Now by using that black as even for photography or anything, this type of colors actually they pop up too much. See that they pop up very well. Okay, I'll just some marks are left. I'm not worried. Right? Okay. So if I am actually going with that, I'll just rub this along as well. By mistake, if I put something, I'm going to use this here. I don't want to spoil the board. This part, if you want, you can watch, or otherwise you can stop here. I think that's what I have with the black. I'm going to do this later, so you don't have, you can you will get and this picture anyways later. So at least you got an idea what I'm trying to do. So I think I'm going to leave it here. Let me just put this on the black one, white one, so you know exactly. Oh, now you can see that's how it looks like. So it's more bright because that competing color is not there. So I think I hope you enjoyed this session. Miniature small ones I've done. So let me know in the comments how you liked it. Did you paint it? You just let me know how it went. How did it go for you? And then don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next Sunday, 12 p.m. same time. Bye for now.